Greetings, ladies and gentlemen! It's my Preytor here, and welcome back to some more War of the Monsters. As in our last episode, we began the game by going into the most boring part of the entire game, as of course the intro and the combat controls. Actually, that's kind of a half-lie. The intro is actually pretty awesome. As I stated at the very beginning. But yeah, let's be real. The last maybe 20 minutes of it was just kind of pandering. But hey, gotta do things right, am I right? So yeah, if you are at all curious, go check out that previous video in the description playlist down below. I don't blame you if you skip it, it's over 30 minutes long and can get pretty dull. But hey, you never know, maybe you guys want to be authentic, you want to see how all this starts. That's all up to you. But anyway, today, we officially begin the adventure mode with our very first monster. Now, if you guys remember what I said earlier, or at the very end of the last episode, the way I'm going to be tackling the adventure mode is, while originally I was going to go in terms of ranking, or left to right, I've compiled a list via a random number generator, and the monsters have been chosen randomly as to who I'm doing. And as you can tell in this first episode, or episodes, we're starting off with Preytor, and how fitting. We start with probably my middle character in terms of actual combat. Also, I don't think I remembered if I mentioned this specifically last time, but the way I'm going to be doing this, because, well, you've seen my other playthroughs, I am horrible at describing things when I'm actually in the middle of combat. Heck, it's why you saw the entire horrible editing mess of the controls for the first part. You know, that was just me doing post-commentary to make things work. Like, it's a mess. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be throwing on this thing right here. Basically like the bosses in any other game that I do a Let's Play on, I throw on a little... what do I want to call it? Just a stat slate, I guess? I don't know if I've ever given them an official name, and if I have, I completely forgot at this moment in time. But anyway, these are basically the stats of the monster, or not so much stats, but more so in terms of fighting capability, from what I've noticed via other wikis and, you know, stat rosters, as well as my own personal kind of thoughts and opinions. For example, with Preytor here, like I said, she is the middle character in terms of my tier list. And, oh, by the way, I should also mention this, Preytor is actually also the only female monster in this game, I'm not even kidding. So how funny that we got Preytor first, as not only an average character, but as the only female monster in the entire game. What are the odds of that? But yeah, strength-wise, she's not much to go off of. She has about 3 out of 10 when it comes to strength. Nothing I'd recommend worrying about. Just don't. Her main strength is in her speed. She's without doubt the quickest of the monsters when it comes down to actually getting to the enemy, you know, knocking them around, and so far and so forth. Heck, if you saw the Raptor section of the little basic combat tutorials, you would see that I was getting my butt kicked by that thing. I'm not even joking. Well, assuming I forgot to edit it out. Or I didn't forget to edit it out. I'm not sure. Her short-range attack is it's basically an average with her. Her long-range attack, however... Or, actually, sorry, I'm mixing up the two. Ah, man, I'm lazy. Her short-range is actually very good, despite being, you know, a not-so-strengthy character. But her long-range is something to be desired, and, well, you'll see why that is momentarily. In terms of combo, she's one of the most flexible in terms of what she can do. Of course, she's got Long Flight, her regular Lightning Claw, as well as a bunch of other variety of combos. Need I say this, but I don't pay attention to the basic, you know, advanced combos. Like, yeah, I know that probably should be something I'm into, being the guy who knows this game and all, but honestly, I just kind of, you know, do what I do at random, like whatever I feel like. So if you want to experiment, go right ahead, there they are, you're comboing. But I personally like to do things at random. It makes things more fun, wouldn't you agree? But anyway, with that said, that's the basic stats for Preytor. As for costumes, well, she's got a lot of variety. She's got an interesting variety. Now, when it comes to monster skins, you know, number one is the basic. You know, there's not much more to it. The second costume, I believe, is her... It's either her Silver Mantis or her Red Ant costume. I can't remember which of the two. Her third one I know is the Bumblebee. And the fourth one is whichever one I didn't mention, which would probably be the, Actually, no, I think fourth is the Bumblebee. Or, I honestly don't know. I don't pay attention to the costumes, alright? I'll probably end up throwing that in, you know, to kind of cover up this bit, so you guys can kind of see. I have no clue. But anyway, that's the basics of Preytor, our first monster. Let's see how this turns out in terms of a playthrough. And one more thing as a reminder, guys, I'm treating each playthrough as if it is the very first playthrough, so if things sound repetitive, that was intentional. That's completely intentional, just to keep commentary going, as well as for people who aren't going to be watching this in playthrough order, because it's literally the exact same playthrough, just playing a different monster, like any other fighting video game. But yeah, with that said, I think... how do I want to do this? You know what, I think I'm just going to stick with the classics. Or actually, no, screw that. I'm going to go for the fourth costume, because the fourth costume is the Balls to the Walls costume for each of these monsters. They're all just completely random, and they can be pretty entertaining, especially when it comes to the second and last character on the very right over there. But we'll get there in due time. So anyway, going for the fourth costume, and they don't have any different, like, stat buffs or whatever, they're just cosmetic. So, begin! And our very first map is Day of the Colossus, a city in terror. And sure enough, it's the map you saw in the tutorial segment. I figured, hey, what better way to show it off then, right? So here we have the first monster, the monkey. On guard! Dun 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 dun! As it climbs the buildings by a King Kong style. Note that in this game, the helicopters, they do far more in the actual story than the freaking gameplay. Like, you can crash into them, destroy them and all, but they have nothing more going on for them. It's just stupid. Anyway, here's where we come in. Yep, so forth is Bumblebee, okay. The one that's out of place. But anyway, now first with the first map, in case you guys did see the tutorial, these come with the actual little tips and tricks. For example, press circle while facing a building and start climbing. I actually think I forgot to mention that last time, so that's actually helpful. Anyway, what you saw Conger pick up there was an explosive to tank. Those are rare throughout the entire map. Oh no, don't. Oh, okay, for a second I thought it was going to be crushed. And these things are explosive tanks. You throw them, exactly what they sound like, they blow up! Ah, dang it! And I did it myself. Get off me! Get out! Freaking tool. Alright? So short range is the exact same as I mentioned before, but her long range is a little parasite attack. Literally, this will lock onto whatever monsters nearby and just leave some HP from them. It doesn't last forever, unfortunately, but it can be very helpful for just rolling down even a little damage. In terms of everything else, no. Okay, thank goodness. We knocked him out. Thank goodness. Whew. I was afraid he was gonna go for the HP recovery stuff. You get those little green and blue orbs that you see there. Those are your little healing things. Green obviously does the health, and blue does the stamina meter. And depending on which one you grab, the bigger it is, the more it does for you. So keep that in mind when you really want to kind of keep yourself alive. Anyway, at the end of each little fight, we get ourselves a level bow token. I believe it changes depending on how quickly you defeat the monster and how much damage you take. You know, kind of like any other fighting game. Although I could be completely wrong, so don't quote me on it. Just keep that in mind. And of course, we can do a save game here. And if you're playing on the PlayStation 2, well, obviously, there's one slot and two slots for different ports. But since this is on the PS4, choose whichever one you want. It doesn't really matter. You see, empty save file, and I believe you can hold multiple of them for each monster, which is very helpful. Next up is Revenge of Togera, who is the second monster by name, and as you can tell, he is the Godzilla character. And I gotta say, for an early map, this is probably one of my least favorites, especially on the higher difficulties. So yeah, this is Gambler's Gulch, to my remembering. This is basically based off of Las Vegas, if I remember right. It's got your little gambling casinos, it's got your little fake promontories and the sorts. And of course, if you get rid of this guy, let's do his thing. Come over this direction. Get away from me. Come over here. There's an actual sword and stone that you can break, and that thing acts as a blunt weapon. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier either, but press R2 and then press the square button, you can actually... There's a chance that you can counter an enemy. You know, you counter them, you stun them for a bit, and attack. Oh, and now we get ourselves the introduction of Robo-47. Ugh, I hate this guy. Anyway, just throw my Mantis thing over there, make things a little easier. Let him come to me, because he's got things to decide, which is completely unfair. And me, I plan to beat him up with this good old-fashioned storm. Yeah, and with Rob, it's very easy to counter his attacks. It's not even a joke. Just wait for the third strike. Get out! F you and your tank! Get out! Nope. I'm actually gonna die. Oh, just barely made it. Nice. Yeah, bit of a pain. Especially with those freaking tanks. No doubt about it. Oh yeah, the battle tokens definitely increase, you know, obviously the higher the level you get. You know, as you'd probably expect. I will overwrite the save file again. Yeah, I expect a lot of this. Oh, and for each time you get a save file, it shows the monster's name as well as the actual map itself. So in this case, it was Preytor at Gambler's Gulch, and now it's gonna be Preytor at I don't know what the next place is actually. But anyway, get ready for an interesting match next. Welcome to Outpost X. See the Earth-shattering terror, I think it was. And here, we're gonna be fighting our distant cousins. Yep. You actually fight the ants of the ant versions of the Preytor here. However, in this map, they're a joke. Just watch this. Okay, that's actually not best showing. But look how quickly these guys' HPs go down. And that is intentional. This is literally a mob fight. They swarm you at once, but they have very low HP, so don't you even worry. I think we go over here. Yeah, oh, no, never mind, just the all one targets. But yeah, these things will keep spawning. I believe 9 of them will show up in total. So we're at the second batch, which is well, this will make 6 right here. Get that 6, and then here's the last batch. Yeah, they're nothing. Literally get one single launch off on them, and well, you've won. No ifs, ands, or buts there. And now, for every 3 fights that we win, we actually get ourselves a bit of a mini boss fight. This is Goliath Prime, and he's actually one of the most annoying ones, you know, early on. Basically, he'll throw his little balls at you, and what you need to do is dodge them, and then you'll throw them right back at him. Don't let them run it, obviously, because they'll break. If they hit you in any capacity, well, it blows up. Basically, when they're standing still, you can grab them, throw them like normal. They'll blow up on contact. Alternatively, if you see the thing flashing, which I don't think we have had yet, but it'll flash between green, yellow, and red. And as you can probably tell, yellow is its halfway point, red is when it's about to explode. They will go off automatically, so be wary of that. Yeah, this fight, yeah, like this. But there's red, I'm not gonna grab that. I'll grab this one, though. Or not. Yeah, one thing I don't like about this is the fact that I can't even, you know, lock onto the balls themselves. Like, I actually have to kind of turn manually, which, you know, not something I'm like. I'm a fan, I'm not gonna lie, So let me throw these, Alright. Bang! Forgive one more energy, I don't know if it actually worked, but I'm gonna try and be throwing off my laser attack on him. See if that does any extra damage. Here, let's see. So I'll launch this at him. See if that actually does anything. Ow! Oh, it does! Okay, that's pretty cool. Because I know you can hit him normally, you know, via regular attacks, but I didn't know that would work, and now he's sent backwards. But as you can tell, the fight's not over. Here's where things get a bit tricky. Now he's on the ground, and he's a hard hitter, so be wary. When you see that little propeller, those little propellers of his, get right on top of, ow, the pillar. Or, in Preytor's case, just fly. Frickin' fly. Now, one thing you can do is actually grab this little boulder here, which is a part of the map, and just throw it right at him. But yeah, let's get back here. Those don't break, thankfully. Makes things a little easier. Yeah, throw that at him repeatedly. Go, go, Power Mantis! this! Oh yeah, and if you get too close to that thing, you'll get shot at, so be wary. But yeah, this may not seem difficult now, but believe me, once we get to halfway, you are going to be hating this guy. Or just right now, when he tries to grab you, and when he does, it's going to hurt. Uh-oh, I'm going to be out of stamina very quickly. Get away from me! Stop it! Uh-oh. This isn't good, this is not good, this is not good. Okay, I'm getting up here. Okay. Oh, what? Also getting them. Huh. I did not realize that. That's good information. What am I doing? How did I dodge that? I'm an idiot, but somehow I'm an idiot with a brain. Go, go, power leech! Yeah, let me focus on you, buddy. Nope, get away. Get away from me. I do not want to be molested. No, what are you doing? Yeah, don't let him grab you, don't let him grab you. Get away from me, you robo-molester. That's it, come on. Hey, fly away. Get a little bit of health if I can. Okay, let's let him do this real quick, and then grab that. Okay, please. Thank you. Oh, or not. Let's do that. Get out of harm's way. Yeah, stun him a bit. No other point. I didn't grab the boulder! Why did I grab the boulder? F you! Okay. Here's where I think... Maybe not. Not yet, anyway. No, it's not... Oh yeah, here it is, a top attack. This is what I was thinking about earlier. When he does this, you get on top of this thing. Because if it hits you, it'll send you flying multiple times. It's just impossible to dodge attack once you hit the first time. It's a combo launcher and everything. What do they call it in Marvel vs. Capcom? A juggle, I think? Yeah, juggle, that's what it is. F you! Yeah, just give him that quick little leech. Make things a little easier. Come on! Come at me! Come at me! Bang! That did not work! I thought that stunned him. Why did it not stun him? Get away from me! Oh, what the? That's a new one. I've never seen him do that before. Oh yeah, I think if you throw the rock at him and that'll actually stop him in his attack. It interrupts him. Anyway, while he's doing this, I'm just gonna throw my little things. I use all of it, obviously. I still need to be able to fly. I will do this, though. Okay, perfect timing. So I'll grab this. Yeah, F you. F you. Oh, dang it! I was going to give that triple F you. I wonder... I don't think so. I was going to say, can I actually block his attacks? Nope, I cannot. I need to stop doing this. Nope, nope, nope. Woohoo! Oh, what the heck? That's BS! Okay. But now... Fortunately, we have a few of invisibility frames. Ow! Okay, apparently the thing does get... Ow! Apparently the pillar actually does die down after a bit of time. If, like I said, you can interrupt that attack by throwing the boulder, and, well, he's dead. How does that feel? And we've defeated Goliath Prime. This is the first playthrough we actually get ourselves a trophy. And he just comes crashing down. His arm falls off, or one of his arms falls off, and he just malfunctions. And actually, one little fun fact, there was if you actually hack into the game's data, you can actually play as Goliath Prime. It's a bit annoying, but yeah, you can. Oh, by the way, one other thing. Or, actually... Okay, never mind. I was about to say, they screwed up the little start button thing where you press the X button to get to the certain different sections on the menu. Yet here, not an issue. A non-issue. What the heck? Never mind. Okay, so we do this, and now, following that up, we actually get ourselves a Preytor-centric, and this one is actually this is actually the most frustrating map for a lot of people that play this game. You'll see why momentarily. But yeah, fun fact, this is actually a city that is not available in multiplayer mode if you are doing, more than 2 players. Don't know why, considering it's one of the bigger maps of the bunch. But anyway, you guys remember Congar, right? Well, now he's roboticized. Turned into the military as a... Now, what makes this fight so annoying? The fact that both Preytor and Congar are attacking simultaneously. It's not like they fight each other like you would expect, but no. They legitimately come after you. So my advice... get rid of... well, never mind. I don't recommend anything. Get rid of Preytor first. This Preytor. Because the Preytor is very weak compared to Congar. Go figure. Her agility sacrificed for defense as well. Let's do that. Why are you attacking? Well, I guess this is a monster game, so... But anyway, yeah, this is a map that's only playable when it comes to 2 players, which is odd too because there's clearly more than 2 players here, and yet it just doesn't work. I wonder if it's miscoded or something. Yeah, the other maps work that way, but no. And yeah, that's pretty simple. But believe me, when you try this on medium or hard difficulties, you will be crying for mercy. Oh, I want some help. I need some help. I really need some help. There we go. Double whammy! Yeah, F you. Yeah, just juggle him like a boss. And let's kill the monkey! Once and for all. Good riddance to you. Woo! I am one with the mantis. For those of you wondering what the name of the actual place is, it's Metro City. Maybe instead of just telling you what the map is, I should just let the game explain it. Because it tells you that, obviously, every time I do a save. And now we get ourselves... I can't remember what this place actually is. I know it's an airport of sorts, as you can see here. And it's home to Raptros, the dragon. Now, the monsters themselves, they're not much. Like Preytor, these guys can fly, except they are much stronger than Preytor in terms of just regular strength, but I think weaker in defense and speed. I'm not certain about it. See, the monsters are pretty insignificant, but, well, here's something that's a little interesting. So, I don't know what it is about this map, but as a kid, back when I was like maybe 5 or 6 years old, when I first started playing the game, I remember coming home from the movie theaters. It was Halloween time. I had just come back from seeing Monster House. If you guys remember what that is, yeah, it's pretty pathetic nowadays, but back then, oh jeez, that thing gave me nightmares. And I don't know what it was, but back as a kid, I tended to have a lot of common, like little stack TV dreams where, little troll, where I would be able to, where I'd actually kind of go in between different scenarios. Like in the first dream, I imagined I was being chased by the Monster House. Not pleasant. And then at one point, I actually got switched over to, like, me playing this game. Why are you guys throwing at me? Jeez, why are you guys giving me so much trouble, even though you are much more in a higher level of playing than a frickin' Congar and Preytor? Anyway, so part of that little TV-ish dream, for whatever reason, I had a nightmare that I was playing this game, and for whatever reason, I could neither play it nor could turn it off. I think I mentioned this briefly in the episode 1, the tutorial stuff, but it was one of those things that just kind of bugged me. It was such a nightmare for me. I couldn't turn off the console, watching just the monsters kill each other. I don't know what it was, but it really screwed my head. And yeah, this map was the map that I was playing on. I think I was actually playing as Raptros even. But not, against other Raptros, as in free-for-all, but against, actually, I think the next enemy we'll be running into in the next map. So we'll see that when you see that. Anyway, I am done with you, so die! Die, you dumb dragon! Let my parasite feast on your worthless corpse. But yeah, a little fun story there for you guys. In case you were ever so curious. And now, Preytor Sentry Airfield, so that's what it's called, Sentry Airfield. And now we have Map 6, Battle for Atomic Island, another differently gimmicked map. So once the thing starts, this is what's going to happen. You see these little 4 generators? They spawn the enemy of this map, the Kinetic Clops. And one of my favorite characters by far when it comes to the actual monsters, but we'll get to that point when we get to that point. Anyway, like the ants, these guys will be constantly spawning and kind of attacking you. Now, they're just as weak, of course, but they constantly spawn no matter what. Like, if you look at this, the reactor towers are the source of the Kinetic Clops' power. That's basically an intercase saying, oh hey, get the hell out of here and destroy those freaking towers. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's focus on that. Yeah, okay, I need to run. Okay, well, I guess it shows the gimmick of the map in place. Anyway, so if you come here to this middle reactor in particular, and destroy it, a little interesting effect should happen, assuming it's the same. Yep, even in adventure mode, it's the same. Basically, destroy this little beam of energy comes out, and it constantly fills up your stamina meter. So, all you need to do is just stand right here, and it'll just keep constantly filling stamina for a short period of time. It doesn't go on forever, obviously, but it can be very helpful for certain monsters. Breaking. Anyway, get rid of you. And I believe for each pillar that you destroy, it actually gets rid of one particular Kinetic Clops. Maybe. Or maybe not? I'm not sure. Who knows, I could be completely wrong. Can I stop focusing on you, please? Okay, apparently they have a time limit for how long it takes for them to spawn. Dive attack spawn to prevent the reactor tanks. Alright, there's that. And then there's one more over here. And now, we're almost done here. Now I have a core meltdown. This gives you a few minutes to prepare for things. What are you doing? Come over here and grab this little tank here, as well as a special orb if you haven't already. But once countdown hits 0, we run into the boss. A plant boss, no less. This, ladies and gentlemen, can be the massive dream effort. This is V-God, the 3-headed Venus flytrap sort of thing. What's fun about this thing is that what you're supposed to do is actually try and dodge the attacks. But one thing you really want to do is hold on to this tank. You'll see why in a moment. But anyway, it opens on its mouth, you throw while you attack it. If you have a fire tank on you, that's a one-shot kill for the head. Nice little developer's insight in a way. And then after you defeat one head, vines start spawning. Just jump over them, or fly over them, or heck, maybe just even block them. Like, you'll still take damage, but whatever works, works. But yeah, I believe whatever you're supposed to do is actually just throw things at the head in general, because, well, we'll see momentarily. In fact, yeah, let's see. Yeah. So if we don't hit it in time, we get punched up. Ugh. Disgusting. And yeah, kind of creepy. Definitely some nightmare fuel. Okay, so apparently it's just general then. Well, good thing it go Preytor. I can hover in the air until I lose all my stamina. That's never a good sign. Actually, I think another thing you can just do is just strafe. And it won't be able to hit you in time. So maybe try that instead. Keep in mind, guys, I have not actually done these fights in a long time. Like, I left the beats just for the sake of actually getting trophies, like usual, so it's a bit of a reopening. Yes, there we go. Alright, so we just strafe. Okay, so we take little bits of damage. Nothing too big, it looks like. Better than when we were holding still and blocking, at least. So we gotta get credit where credit's due there. And now, let's go into rage mode. Dun 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 dun. F you. And that's head number 2 down. All that remains is the third and final head. But here we gotta be a little slightly more careful because now we're gonna be having even more bursts of attacks. But yeah, as you can tell from this fight, there's nothing much different of it. You know, it sends out spines when it retreats, or when it grabs you, either way. It'll shoot out projectiles. It doesn't really change anything. Or actually, I think in this one last bit, if I'm not mistaken, we'll see. That's right. Okay, so maybe I'll tell you something different. Basically, at one point, at least what I thought, is that when he has one head, he does a little bit of a helicopter ring around the roses attack. Kind of like Hades in Kingdom Hearts. It's a little fire pillar spin. Apparently not. Either that or just we're so easy a difficulty, it just doesn't happen as often. You never know. Yeah, just keep throwing. Come on! Come on, nobody! Come on, Begun. You die now. When that happens, down goes the last head. And here's ourselves a defeat Begun trophy. So yeah, not only filled your head with nightmare fuel, especially if you're in the less than 10 years old age, basically save and move on to the next area. And actually, I don't even remember what the next area is in particular. I know it's one of 2 options, but I don't remember which one it is. Okay, yeah, so it's this one. Gotcha. Battle of the Titans. We're at Baytown. You folks are destroying everything, so who best to destroy the menace? Well, obviously not the actual tanks, they're horrible. Nope, we got the robots! We got more Robot 47s in their actual hometown map. And of course, they see us and are ready to murder us. So, like before, we can throw on the parasite real quick, get a climb from the wall, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm just gonna wait a bit, wait for them to come up, and then impale one. And then, attack! Oh yeah, but unlike the Conquer Preytor fight, these guys actually do fight each other to an extent. Ironic, considering, you know, they're both on the same side of the US forces. Such. If we can get rid of these guys before they heal up, that'd be great. Because I don't want them grabbing the HP. That's actually kind of one thing I probably should mention earlier, but these guys are very stingy and annoying when it comes to actually, you know, restoring health. Like, if their HP bar is, like, in the yellow at all, they just go immediately to retreat in health, like you would. Which I guess is kind of realistic, but it is damn annoying when the easy AI, or middle AI, or hard AI, or whatever, is constantly healing when they are in the red zone, in the danger zone. Which means you gotta really prioritize those recovery little things. I don't even know what they're actually called, just recovery chips, recovery nukes, however you want to look at it. Before we can do that, bang! Let's override your circuits. Come here. Oh! Mid-air shots! Whoop, whoop. Yay! Okay, so that was Baytown. Easy come, easy go, go. Here we go, Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. So that was Baytown. Next up, we have is Terror of Paradise. I can't remember the specific name of this place. I think it's just something Canyon. But here is the home of Agamo and Agmo, respecting the Tiki God of Reborn and Volcano God, respectively. They're rivals, and these, as you can really tell, they very much hate each other. Now we're joining in on the fight. So first I'm going to throw on the parasite, of course. Then I'm going to run away because, well, yeah, there's also those things. I forgot about that. Anyway, we're going to come over here, and as you can see, there's actually a little ship. Get away! Get away, little UFO, F you! Anyway, like the boulders in Rosedale Canyon, you can throw these things right at them and deal a lot of damage. Although probably not recommended in adventure mode, considering these things are constantly being, you know, they're throwing UFOs at us! Seriously, I need to book it. So I can't dash in midair. Oh, there goes my thing. There goes my thing. I need my help. I need help. I need help. Help me. Help me. Help me. Woo. I'm almost better. Now I just gotta buy some time. I guess while we're here, if you do this real quick, dive into the little volcano. Volcano is erupting. Whoever hits it, I believe, is immune to the attacks, but locks onto whoever is nearby. So be wary. Very helpful for tactical advantage. Grab ourselves a few bits of energy. That UFO is basically the ground! Okay, this shows that not all PS2 stuff is... not all PS2 things were, you know, completely fixed. Now it shows the ingenuity, I guess. Don't know how to word it. Ow! Why are you both attacking me? You have each other! Help! What the heck? You wanna fight? Here! I'll get another picture map! Wait, don't pop your plane! I mean, Agamo, like Robo 47, is very easy to counter. So don't be intimidated trying to do so. Agamo, on the other hand, I would probably be a little more worried. Come on, Parasite, baby, save me! Oh, you destroyed my little battery, you troll! You will pay for that. Go, power parasite! Oh, you really focused on Agamo. He was dead! He was dead before he was even alive! And stop. Come on. Truly. Oh, and the roundhouse kicks in the balls. Always a soft spot. And now we're down. Yep, and for each time we die, well, here's basically the gist of it. I didn't mention it earlier, but for each map that you're fighting, you get 2 lives. Technically 3, but who's counting? And those are filled with each map you actually complete. So you don't have to worry about, you know, conserving your lives throughout the entire map. That would be unfair. Club Cauldron, that's what it's called, okay. Where did I get Canyon from? Anyway. So in a way, it's a saving grace, but at the same time, yeah. And now we get my favorite map of all time. This... God, I love this map. Welcome to Sunopolis, home of Ultra V, the anime robot monster. And I love this map, I'm not even joking. Like, when it comes to, like, because here's another story to go with the maps. When it comes down to it, this was a map I played the ever-living hell out of as a kid, and heck, I even played it a lot in practice for this series. Back when I did actually play with a few buddies, we would always choose this map. Why? One reason and one reason alone. Wait for it. There's a giant UFO here, and if you throw anything at it, any kind of object, it explodes, except if you throw other monsters, I think. When it does, as the name implies, a tsunami comes by and just splits the enemies into the air. However, not everyone's safe. It's not going to throw a word back. the guy that throws the thing is immune to the tsunami. No. If you get hit by it at all, you're gonna get hurt. And me and my friends, a few friends I had back then, we just loved abusing that system. Like, we'd throw the thing at the UFO, we'd climb up high, and then just let things take its course. This was the map that we loved to death as a kid, and I still love to this day. So yeah, a little bit of advice there, but what you gonna do? In fact, I know it so well, I can even show you where everything is. You know, assuming I haven't destroyed everything. I just need to get rid of this freaking this Ultra Beam. Yep, and now that we struggled out of it, they're dead. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, by the way, Ultra Beam loves spamming that freaking dive attack more than any other monster I've ever met. And I'm kidding. I don't know why, it's just some kind of fetish of theirs. Anyway, we're gonna come over this direction. As we get, so there he is. Oh, you up there. Perfect. Throw over the little Parasite Eve. Destroy these little helicopters because they're big. And now, yep, the thing's back. So let's let the tsunami take its course. This guy's gonna try and come up here. Yeah, if you try it, buddy, I will wreck your... Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. And I just zapped him out of existence. Yeah! And back behind that building, I destroyed his invisibility thing. Just like that, we get zapped up into the mothership! Yay! Yay! And thus we're done with Tsunopolis. A fun map without a doubt, but... yeah. There's not really much I can say. I just love this map. Anyone that says it's a terrible map, you can go suck one. Cause I liked. And now, Earth attacked by flying saucers. Terror in space! Yeah, it goes without saying, we got abducted by a UFO, so of course, we're gonna be finding ourselves some aliens. Yeah, that's just part of an even bigger ship. So we can teleport into here. The UFO, the mother UFO. And who are we introduced to but 3 other Sorgulons. And unlike the actual, previous fights with multiple enemies, the Rosdale Canyon, the Atomic Island, these guys are the exact as any other monster. They're literally the exact same. But they're not much of a threat. Just throw on your Parasite Eve. That's a good point, that. Now, you can go on these little platforms here, and they'll take you to the little over health bar and little respectively. But if you're a flying character like Preytor, you can just fly over all that shit and just grab those things for your liking. And what you do, use them to your advantage. Highway, F you UFOs, get out of my way. And I locked on to the one with the most HP. I should have gone for the one that doesn't have the most HP. And well, they're almost dead. Hey, nice counter! Counter! Ow! Did not block that one good. Mine is not good blocker. Yeah, of all the maps, this is probably one of the most map. To me, this is probably the most map of all the maps. Only because, it's really just a battle royale. It's like Final Destination in a way. The only things you can actually use for attacking are just club items. Like, there's no spear impalers, there's no explosive tanks, obviously. It's just as you think. And now I let my prey kill you. But anyway, after defeating all 3, we get back sent to the middle ship, UFO blows up, and we get sent back to Earth. The alien menace is gone, bye-bye! All that's left for is the final battle. Yep, you heard it right, it's the final battle. We're only at 45 minutes in, and we're already at the final battle. And now, for the ultimate nightmare fuel to kick in. Hope you guys are ready! Because heaven forbid I'm not. Terror from beyond the space, Cerebulon, destroyer of worlds, the final boss. And the source of so much nightmare fuel as a kid, to the point where I can never actually beat this guy without, Without pissing my pants. So yeah, here he is. How I didn't run into him earlier beats me, but anyway. This the big fight. So immediately, first thing you're going to do, well, don't do what I just did. I don't know why I did that. What you're going to do here, he's going to be moving around, trying to target you. When you see his eye flashing red, get behind one of these pillars. Because he has a little laser beam attack. And it hurts! Oh my, does it hurt. Anyway, and then he goes down for a charge attack. Here's where you actually attack. Already not given much of an opportunity, so what's the actual health? Ay, and that's why these builds are even worse than beforehand. I'm not even kidding. Before they were so... well, they weren't as vulnerable. But now... just, disgusting. Why is it this way? Well, that guy works. Now, thankfully, this is not the only phase of the monster, like Egon. It's more like Goliath. Oh, mamma mia, ay, this is gonna hurt. F you! You prick! So, I'm gonna die from this thing alone. That's sad. But I'm dying from the first phase of the final boss. I guess in a way it's kind of fitting, but jeez, why? And I hate the fact that Preytor is probably one of the most... takes the longest to actually die and respawn. The worst part, we only have one of these things left. Anyway, hopefully we're done here. Okay, we are. Good. That's phase 1. And now it's time for phase 2. Phase 2 is... I say medium difficulty. Basically, the little rivets fly up on that little ring, and now we get ourselves... well... this. Still creeps me out even now. What are you gonna do with this part of the fight? Look for the parts that flew up earlier, and you're gonna use these against him. Throw them right at him. That's the only way you can damage him. You can throw anything else, but it's not gonna work. Believe me when I say it. So don't bother, just grab these things and use them. Now, if you get too close, he's gonna zap you hard, like so. So I'm just gonna throw that over there. See if that does anything. Okay, so it does work. So yeah, throw those at him accordingly. How did that whole bullshit? Where's the health, by the way? I could really use that right now. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da! This is not health. This is the opposite of health. Get away from me! Get away! Ah! No! No! He can't. I forgot you could do that. Yeah! Let's get something! And I guess one good thing about bosses is that they can't heal themselves up, so we don't have to worry about them doing that. As minor as that is right now. Okay. And then that's phase 2. We only got one phase after this, and this is one of the most frustrating parts of it. So what happens next? He bursts out the little thing. There's a little plot there. And becomes the combo king of combos. And I hate him so much. I really hate him so much. Anyway, now he fights like any other monster. He takes too much damage, but look at this! He has like a 12-hit combo versus our, what, 6? And he can catch objects in midair. I forgot he can actually do that in this game. Where's the HP? Where is my HP, damn it? I'm about to die! Come on, there must be something here. I know for a fact there's an HP recovery. Wait, I got it. Oh, I'm an idiot. Don't let him get near me. Don't let him get near me. No. If I remember right, just a special attack! Not what I wanted! For first playthrough, this really shows how bad I am! Where's the HP? There must be one here. I know there has to be one here. I've seen it with my own eyes. Oh, there it is. Grab it. No. Oh. Yeah, I'm blocking your entire arsenal. F you. Everything you said. I suck it. You can suck all of it. I love it. And I'm gonna take damage from that, but my parasite, avenge me, parasite! But now we've only got one life left. This is it. We die here, we have to start this phase all over again, and he's in rage mode. I forgot he can do rage mode as well! How many more things am I forgetting out of this fight? Again, I was saying earlier, for a first playthrough, this definitely shows. What the? I can stun him? Let me do that again. Hold on, let me try that again. I can how long can I do that? I never knew I could do that! I tried that and that didn't work. Did they change that for this game? Either way, we win now. There's nothing more except for this disturbing scene for PS2 standards. So he defeats Cyberlon, destroyer of worlds, yada yada. His head blows off. Oh yeah, get one monster to rule them all for completing the adventure mode. But anyway, this happens. A little baby parasite comes out. It comes right at us, swings its tail at us, and then runs away. I assume giving us some sequel bait. To a sequel that, unfortunately, as of this time in recording, does not actually have a sequel, which is sad. I really want to War of the Monster 2, but we don't have one. It's so saddening. Either way, that's that. We save one more time, and what's left? Well, the origin of Preytor. Yet for each monster, or for each time we complete the adventure mode, you actually get the origin story for each character. In Preytor's case, we've briefly seen it, but you don't get the full thing. As you see here, Mad Scientist gives a little baby mantis a little bit of nuclear fusion. It grows. As you can tell from this little, from the shadow, it eats him. Hey, back to the bitch. He deserved it for experimenting on a mantis. That's all on him. And just like that, we got ourselves the adventure mode for Preytor complete. So yeah, and Scott Campbell's the executive producer of this game? Huh. That I did not know of. But yeah, that's War of the Monsters, the general game. So yeah, because this is going to be a multiple adventure mode thing, so I think I'll just go more in depth with Preytor, or the monster I have accordingly when it comes time for that. Anyway, Preytor, like I said, is my average character. Not the worst character, but not the best character. She works the best depending on, your strategy. Of course, her strength is miserable, but she makes more up for speed, so if you're a big fan of the fragile Quickster, well, there you go. You got the right character. If not, choose someone else. That's all I can say. Man, I think that really is all I can say. There's not much for me to talk about. I could talk about how much I love the game and all, but again, we're going through adventure mode like 9 more times, so that'd be kind of pointless, don't you think? So I think I'll hold off on that for now. But either way, guys, that's gonna do it for part 2. But part 1 of the adventure mode, I guess. For War of the Monsters. If you guys have enjoyed the Preytor playthrough, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. share this video with your friends should you feel the need to, and of course subscribe if you're new here to the channel, and join the Dread Knights, and myself, Preytor, and everyone else in our quest to go through the adventure mode of War of the Monsters with each character, whoever we have up next. But hey, until next time, this is Preytor signing out. So, have a great rest of your day, take care, and as soon as these credits hit the black, I'll throw it into you for the end card slate, and I'll catch you guys for the next part of the adventure mode with a different character. So see you guys then.